Welcome back to the Secret Mana mobile version. Hopefully this is going to be a lot less laggy now, like just visually for you guys. I do think the picture and sound is technically slightly behind now. But I think that can be okay. So let's see. Why did that make the footsteps sound there? Right there. I guess the footstep sound from the stairs is still in there, even though they just kind of more or less removed most of the stairs. Oh no, the AI was running at the time, wasn't it? Either way, we just acquired Flammy, which means we have to go and do all sorts of side things, like talking to this guy. This guy informs us that the key was stolen, and how do I open menu again? That way. By the way, how's the sound? Is it a bit quiet maybe, or is it okay? Also, right, flying is going to be interesting. But at least we have a minimap. I still get lost in the regular game after thousands of hours of having played this. So having a minimap is quite nice. Well, not this in particular, you know. So how do I... oh yeah. The landing looks like it initially goes up, but it just moves the camera up somehow. So now we have to talk to Mara in order to get the key. Hello. You're impressed with my assessment that with proper controller and visual touch-up it could be the best version of the game? Honestly, yeah, I genuinely think so. Gold Tower key. Like, it does have its flaws. Like, the font really is not that great, but it's excusable considering how old the port is. And, well, it runs fine, I would say. Although I would like a smoother frame rate at times, but at the same time that could just be my phone for all I know. But it has a lot of the little changes that I feel like would do really well for like the original version of the game. And it doesn't deviate too far from the original, so I still think overall it's quite neat. Again, I just really don't like touchscreen, so I would need a controller someday if I want to play through this again, which, frankly, I don't plan to, at least not currently. Also, Grimer is just hovering up the volcano. Hey, Grimer, get to the side a little. Yoink. Tiny increase in game audio. Alright, how's about this? This is a tiny increase. The thing is, previously, the audio between my headphones and the game was independent, so I could easily just separate it. But now it's a little bit more complicated. Does it not have controller support? It probably does, I just don't have a controller that I can connect right now, I don't think. Apparently the Switch Pro controller works, but yesterday I was too tired to look into it, to be honest. I figured it, for this playthrough it's probably okay. Alright, what was I supposed to do? I think first of all I'm going to go ahead and try to go to Mandala. I wonder whether this allows me... okay, it is very generous in where you can land. Can you land on the temple in Mandala in the normal game? I think you can, right? There's just not usually a reason to. Hello, welcome to you, Little Kitty. I hope you're doing well. Alrighty, so first order of operation. I need to get Circlet. Is this the Circlet? No, that's the Ivy Amulet. I would like to have that too. But the Circlet gives +5 magic power for the sprite. The Ivy Amulet, honestly, I'm just gonna buy 2 of them. One for the lady, one for the boy, just so we are immune to getting knocked unconscious. Actually, also one for the sprite. Just one for everybody. Do I need more fairy walnuts? Apparently the answer is yes. Alright, then I need to go and equip stuff. So, let's see. That's the circle for the sprite. Everybody gets an Ivy Amulet. You can just switch between characters like this, but I think you could do this in the regular game too, though. But it's... like, I think I can just choose... yeah, I can choose which character. In the original game, you can only switch in one particular direction because you just press the X button for the partner menu. Alright, everybody's immune to poison and sleep now thanks to the Ivy Amulet. The sprite gets +5 magic power, but our defenses are pretty low, so let's see how that's going to go. Hey Thorgrim, welcome to the spell GF. What phone model do you use for this? It's an Android phone? I don't really know the number thing. Because I don't know, it's like a probably Galaxy S7 time thing, if I were to guess. And what I'm using is SCRPY is the application called. It's basically, you say screen copy. Yeah, this works out way better than previous. Worth noting, I did a tiny bit of color saturation for the stream, as well as a tiny sharpening filter. Like, just very tiny. Like, really barely noticeable if you compare it to directly. Just so the colors would be the same as it is on my phone as I see it. For the color saturation, as well as... the sharpening, I think, just looks very slightly nicer because the color is rather smushed right now. Alrighty. So my current goal is to get into the Dark Palace and probably just grind out some levels and money. Get outside, buy the Lazuri ring, and maybe the armor for the sprite as well. What is that? That's a weird looking fiend head. Oh. Also, apparently it's just destroying everybody. Great. Hold up. Revive the lady, she needs experience too. And... oh. Rip. Jeez. That fiend head looks weird. Like, my impression is that this is basically just from various mana games, the models. I don't know that one. Is this from Sword of Mana or something? Oh, it's Fierce Head, not Fiend Head. Fear are the later ones. Either way, my goal is to farm these Dark Knights before they cast Reflect. Dark Force. Enemies are way more trigger happy with their spells in this, at least offensive spells. Normally they just cast Wall to reflect spells right away. That's all they do. So my goal is to just try to get some chests from these in particular. I did not mean to cast it on all. Oh well. Because these give decent experience, but most importantly, they have a chance to drop me a gauntlet if I get a rare drop. Can't hit me from up there, right? Okay, how many more MP do you have, Sprite? That was a good question, because the answer is 1, which is not enough. I assume the leveling up through bouncing spells back is not a thing anymore. But I've been surprised before. The frame rate is noticeably worse on your end? Or than the original, compared to the original. Because at least with the little bit of testing I did, I couldn't see much of a difference. Ooh, chest. Is it level 1 or level 3 analyzer? Here. Cast analyzer on the chest. So she'll need to cast it a bunch. Magus, thank you for the raid and welcome everybody. I hope you're doing well. If anybody likes Octopath Traveler, Magus is currently doing what? An all achievements playthrough type of deal? Either way, I think it could be rather fascinating if you're interested in Octopath Traveler. He's also really good at the game, so that helps. So apparently level 0 analyzer does the trick. Shadow 0? What? Alright. Okay, that is a trap. So Analyzer did not in fact dispel the trap there. It was still blinking like it would in the original. So maybe they changed up the mechanic of how that works. It looks worse than SNES. Yes, as in... I think this is 30 FPS, which is less pleasant. And of course, it's not as crisp pixels because it's rather smushed by the upscaling thing, whatever they do. But overall, like just kind of conceptually, I think it would be great if it would just have a little bit like smoother stuff to... I don't know how to phrase that. By the way, Shadow Zero is also the rare trap that you can get, rather than, you know, the more common one. Apparently farming these guys might be easier than I anticipated, though. He's not picking up. It's not really that fascinating, it's mostly collecting stuff. But we do what we can. I have to admit that I don't know what the achievements entail. But I kind of enjoyed my time just lurking there. Oh yeah, in this game you can't avoid damage? Wait, why was I able to avoid damage on the sprite there? Okay, let's see. Let's try to get out of that guy's way so he might not be able to cast spells. Analyzer costs 1 MP each time. But yeah, I would say with a better frame rate and proper upscaling of the pixels, I think this would be great. I'm gonna check if level 1 analyzer is enough. Otherwise it's gonna be a lot of spellcast to get to level 3. To be specific, it is 12 plus 13 plus 15. Alright, let's see. Oh, you're out of MP. There. I think the boy should usually have the items menu. Let's see, level 1 analyzer, does that change anything? Visually it's still the same. I'm actually gonna briefly look up what analyzer level I would need normally, just to see whether it doesn't make any difference. It's a lot of items and then some fighting. Fair enough. Is it like maxing out every job or something like that too in this game? Do jobs exist in that game? I forget how Octopath even works. Alright, Monster Sheet 1. Dark Knight. '56 agility. Disarm level 3, so I would need Analyzer level 3 in order to guarantee the items. Which I think we have enough MP to cast that, so it's just gonna take a bit. For anybody who did not know, if you cast Analyzer at a high enough level on a chest, it will disarm the trap. Like originally, in the Super Nintendo version, if you disarm the trap, the chest blinks red. Which I always took as, oh, you can use Analyzer to check for traps. So I saw the chest blinking red and thought, oh, well, I think the chest is trapped, so I didn't open it. But it's kind of counterintuitive. The blinking red in the SNES version is when you disable the trap. In this version, I think it might indicate that you don't have a high enough Analyzer level, which would be a lot more reasonable. Who is casting a spell on me? Rude? I thought I was too far away from that, but apparently not. 15 more spell cast total. Who invited that guy? Right. I wish you could see how much MP the cactus have. Like, that's something that I feel like should be added to the UI. Where it just indicates, alright, the sprite has 19 MP, the lady has 2 MP left, etc. I'm kind of surprised none of the versions tend to do that, like they just keep it in the menu. And with the quick casting option here, you don't even get to see it unless you cancel out of the initial quick cast. There it is, level 3. This should be now capable of disarming the trap. It's still blinking red. Magic armor. You know, I didn't think about that, but the common drop I guess is nice too. For upgraded equipment, because the boy has basically nothing. Can I? How do I trash him? Like this? Like... okay. I could messy accidentally trashing stuff. Alright, we have a high enough Analyzer level. And enemies just respawn properly. So in the original, this is a return area, which has kind of a weird quirk to it, where enemies, wherever you kill them last, or the item, or the enemy, like, number that you kill in a particular location last, they will respawn exactly there again. Here it seems that they just respawn wherever they end up being, like, by default. So they either remove the return value doors, or I don't know what they did. Okay, I think that's my last fairy bonnet. We could try to complete the gold tower first. But trying to take on Spiky Tiger without one more magic level seems like a questionable effort. But at least with gold tower first we would be able to get Luna afterwards to absorb MP. So I wouldn't have to refill it all the time. I do like that the numbers are a bit, like, more quick in disappearing and stuff. You guys are just standing there, getting hit. Alright, Analyzer. Let's see. Okay, it's still blinking red. It just always blinks red. That's so weird. I don't think that's right. Alright, magical armor number 2. Who's gonna equip that, guys? Just gonna give it to the sprite. Okay, you can still swap equipment around this way. That's fair. Steal everybody. There's a weird bit of lag when Cure Water comes down. Nice. Guaranteed magical armor. Well, actually, it's not guaranteed. 7 in 64 times it should be the rare drop, which is a gauntlet, which would be insanely good to get. Alright. But even the common drop is nice as an upgrade. It's not as good as the stuff we could buy at the high end, but that high end stuff is pretty expensive. Alright, everybody gets an armor upgrade. You have played the game since the original release in France on the SNES. You never knew about the chest disarm? I see. The disarming mechanic was, like, explained-ish in the German guidebook, which came with the game. Like, it's an entire illustrated guidebook. It's actually really pretty. I highly recommend you give it a look if you've never seen it. And there it said that you can use Analyzer on chests in order to check for traps, but it said basically check for traps, if I'm not mistaken. So, blinking red I just always took as, oh, it's trapped, I probably shouldn't open this. But yeah, you can use Analyzer on chests. It's not really the most obvious mechanic, but it's kind of a neat little way of doing things, I will say. How long am I gonna spend here is the question. Wow, rude. How much MP do I have left? I'm way higher level than usual anyways. Okay, that's all the MP gone. Let's get out of here for now. Rest and recover MP. Oh, we don't take much damage from the flowers. I'm so not used to this. Normally they either destroy me or they deal 0 damage, but it's just a little damage this time because I have like medium-sized defense right now. Hello. I'd like to sell my old equipment pieces just so they don't clog up my inventory. Frosty ring. Well, the Frosty ring is still nice when it protects you from burn. The problem is it just does not have enough defense for it to be worthwhile at this point. Like, if you get hit by an enemy that hits the burn at this stage, you're probably just taking a ton of damage, so the Frosty ring is not worthwhile. Because the accessory is basically what gives you, generally speaking, the most magic defense in the game. So having that at a higher level, so to speak, is definitely beneficial. We haven't upgraded our hats in a long time, huh? The boy still has the bandana equipped anyways. I guess I could give him the tiger cup. It'll be fine. Oh wait, I needed to buy fairy walnuts. I'm so tempted to just sit here and hope for a gauntlet. Unless they nerfed it, it should still basically provide us with a ridiculous amount of magic defense and also really good physical defense. I can also check whether I want to upgrade some weapons. I think we can upgrade the sword a little bit further for a bit more damage. I kind of... How high can I level up the javelin? Light trident. It's now a silver pylon. Okay, I would need one more, I think, in order to get the best one. Cannot forge. Oh, it even says I cannot forge. What about the whip? Chain flail. Cannot forge. Nothing new here. I'm gonna keep the lady on the spear with the level so she has the appropriate thing. Do we have the full force spike knuckle? We do. Okay, Chakra Hunt should also give +1 intelligence. So I'm gonna keep that. Like, 1 intelligence is literally just 1 more level for the sprite in terms of power, which is really not much. Save your game, sure. Alrighty, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go ahead and do 1 more session of just farming the Dark Knights. I really don't think it's necessary. I just like opening these chests, okay? Could you let me through, please? Rude. Man. These guys are just mean. At least they don't sleep flower me all the time. Like, normally these guys, the first thing they do is they just sleep flower. Why are you guys just walking into the enemy instead of attacking them? I'm so confused about that. Alright, we need some healing for the boy. I'm also really used to having to wait for the death animation of enemies to disappear entirely before they finally, you know, have a chance to drop the chest, but the chests appear much more quickly in this version. Which is nice. Hey Mikey G Music, Happy New Year to you as well. Since you speedrun the original game, does this game give you the same feel as the original? Does it give me the same feel? No, I'm using touchscreen, which is terrible. But besides that, I would say this is actually really good. Like, if you can get around the touchscreen controls, like, it is, I think, controller compatible if you have one. And don't mind the smushy graphics, I guess, too much. Honestly, I think this is pretty good overall. Like, the original has a lot of flaws. As much as I love the original, and it's still one of my favorite games of all time, I would not actually recommend it necessarily to newer players, if that makes sense. Or somebody who has never played it and doesn't necessarily just want to play it for, like, checking out where the series originally came from and stuff like that. Because the original is very flawed, but I have very fond memories of it. So I just really like playing it. Okay, chest. And this one, honestly, like, overall, it is nice and responsive, I would say, aside from, you know, the catch about the touchscreen. The, like, the stuff overall is just reasonably well done. Like, this is not a cheap port. This is from 2009, which means that was before, like, the mobile shovelware took off and the cheap cash grabs. And they put a lot of effort into this, but also there's like a lot of things I would say there. They just didn't necessarily know how to adapt the game too well, or were not experienced in mobile game stuff. Despite that, I think it's pretty good. The original looks and feels extremely good for its time. Yes, that's kind of an important aspect of it, for its time. And this game here, for its time, it's actually a really good mobile port, I would say. I will say Chrono Trigger and Link to the Past are significantly more timeless than Secret of Mana. Like Secret of Mana, one of the most amazing and fantastic aspects of it is you could go on an entire RPG scale adventure with friends. Like at the same time, playing different characters, having different abilities, going through a world that was mystical and unexplored at the time. And I will say that's kind of, at least in my personal opinion, a gigantic aspect of it. Like, just being able to co-op or play co-op directly with somebody else was actually only just about to crop up on the SNES era. I love these games. I played Asterix and Obelix for the SNES. I PAL version. Is there an NTC version for that game? Probably not. I have played like Mickey and Minnie's Circus Adventure because you could play this co-op. Basically, I was all about the games you could just play co-op with your friends at the same time, because that was one of the best things ever. And this game here you could play with up to 3 players, if you had the multi-tab. And yeah, plus it was an action RPG, which... So here's the thing. RPGs in general, at least when I grew up, were not a thing. Like, there was hardly any RPG ever. Especially that I knew of. Growing up in, let's say, a relatively rural area in Switzerland, getting any games was kind of difficult because they were also rather pricey. And RPGs were just not much of a thing at all. Especially not action RPGs. Rosebud. I think the lady's still gonna get healed, yep. The heal and damage does work through screen transitions, like the game just memorizes this. Which means you can't easily avoid enemies casting spells by just going into the next room. But also you just heal and you don't have to worry about waiting. I think this game never really forgets like a cute damage number, so you also can't be just invulnerable while casting a spell with the sprite. So this chest number what? 5, 6. Another magical armor. Oh, and I'm out of MP on the sprite. I think this might be the last fairy walnut. Or maybe I have one more. They also give good money too, so we will be able to upgrade our equipment in Gold City. It's going to make this entire area a whole lot smoother. Normally I would be able to reliably dodge enemies, but not with touchscreen controls. And also enemies are a lot more aggressive here, it feels. Like everything just immediately moves as soon as you enter a room. In the SNES version you're just kind of, intentional or not, just given a grace period before everything starts moving. Like you can just see the screen and take in information for like half a second before everything jumps. Here, during the fade-in, everything is already like jumping into action. Wonder whether that works. Well, maybe. It's an awesome gift? Yeah, that sounds amazing. I mean, I was lucky that even though I grew up in a rural area, my parents really like playing games too. So it wasn't just for me. They really like playing stuff as well, and they were reasonably well informed as to what is good and what isn't. So, especially since everything was, and still kind of is, rather expensive in terms of buying games, they didn't just throw money out the window. Like, we have like 1 or 2 games that you could say is of questionable quality, but even those are actually like more of a matter of opinion. I keep forgetting I can just move as soon as I see the enemy die. Alright, do I have one more? That is my last fairy walnut. Afterwards we're gonna move on. Mildly saddened by the fact that I'm not gonna get an early gauntlet, but that's okay. This is so much more money than I would otherwise have. You know, I didn't even realize they could cast Dark Force for a long time, because they do it so rarely. Because usually they just cast the magic barrier and then you just knock them out before they can do anything. But here they decide to just cast their offensive spells much more frequently. Come on. There we go. It's kind of like the Terminators, they can cast Lucent Beam, but they do it so rarely because their priority is usually to get Abyssinian Barrier first, and then you usually deal with them one way or another or just run past. That they don't usually get the opportunity to cast it. It's only when you just kind of have like an extended encounter with them, if you will, that they eventually reveal that they can cast these things. Hello, welcome to as well, Ultravald and Pork Shorts. I hope you're doing well. Did you guys just knock it out before the sprite casted the spell? I'm impressed. Maybe it's time to upgrade the spear, but I just really like the balloon effect of the spear. Where's the next javelin orb? I actually don't know. Gosland's the best? Yes. Exactly. Level 3 spear is what I just tend to keep for a long time, just because it's so good. We also take way less damage from their attacks now. I guess part of it is because we have armor now. Alright, that was all my spells, so I would suggest let's get out of here, restock, and get to... Hey, did you get hit? I wonder if the on fire effect is gonna remain. The world map looks so much more flat in this. But also, considering that especially phone screens were a lot smaller back then, it is very understandable that they wanted to simplify the world map with this kind of visual. So as much as it just honestly doesn't look as good as the original, just kind of at a first glance, you're still on fire, I'm impressed. It's very understandable. Also, Gold City looks very much more golden, or is it just me? It's very orange. Alright, we have 94,000 monies. That's a lot of monies. First of all, we buy the fairy walnut. I think we used like 1 or 2 cups of wishes. Alright, then... the most important part is the Lazuli bracelet. Oh, they say Lazuli. Lazuli? Lazuli? Doesn't matter. This one gives +5 intelligence for the sprite for increased magic power. It's also good defense at this point. Flower suit, battle suit. Could buy 2 battle suits. For ridiculous defense, anyways. Let's buy 1. Then we buy a second bracelet and a duck helm for the lady and another battle suit. Okay. I think that's really good equipment. We're not gonna kit out everybody, but we're gonna actually kit out most people. So specifically the lady is going to have the highest defense. Oh yeah, I forgot I could sell the magic armors now. Here, the sprite is gonna equip this. The sprite is going to equip this alongside the lady. Although, I'm gonna keep these ones, I'm not gonna sell them. Just in case I'm gonna get annoyed by Sleep Flower. Duck helmet. Actually, the boy could equip. Oh, he can't equip it. Alright, the sprite is gonna keep the circlet equipped for the +5 magic power, so they have slightly less defenses. But that's okay. Actually, we might be able to buy everything by just selling the magical armor. Let's see. Could upgrade the boy's armor. Actually, let's just sell his stuff. And upgrade it or buy a new item or armor for him. Battlesuit for 30,000. And finally an upgrade for his headband helmet with a dragon helm. Because I can't equip the duck helm for some reason. And you know what? Also a Lazuri bracelet. Okay, we are in fact fully kitted out. Mildly unexpected. That we managed to afford everything. Equip the armor. Equip a helmet finally. From 2 to 66 defense is quite the difference. And very nice. So, if you manage to buy a full set of equipment from Gold City here, you're basically good to go for like the mid-game. Like, this is as good as equipment can get. And you're not necessarily expected to be able to afford everything here. But just kind of a very short grind, at least short for my standards anyways. You can potentially get a crazy gauntlet, but also a lot of other stuff. Then again, you might not know about opening up the chest safely, or other stuff. Okay, so I think Palace of Darkness is next. We could also go to the Gold City Tower, but as I said, I just feel like this makes more sense. Because Blue Spike has a lot of magic defense and no particular weakness, at least. Maybe it does have here. That landing spot looks like a lemon. Alright, let's go. Also going to equip... Also, these guys would have been dangerous just a moment ago, but I think like right now they can't hurt me. Unless the remake changed the numbers around. Guys, I need to get through here, so you need to help me a little with the damage. Chest? What do they even drop? Candy. Okay. Alright, so we need to hit the switch over here. Wonder if we can... I doubt it, but... Let me equip the whip here. It's kinda curious. It sticks to the convention that you have to stand next to the rope pole over there in order to jump across. Even though it does change up the other stuff. You can't get past this guy. He's in the exact center of the room instead of on the left or the right side. This one here will open up the door in the center. I could get the final glove. Well, I'll say final, but the last glove chest here. Okay, knock them out, guys. I'd like to get a chest. Or two. Okay, they have too much HP to just knock out with weapons in my book. I'm just gonna go. There should be 1,000 coins here. Okay, you already damaged the guy on the left so much. Just finish him off at this point. Please. No chest for me. That tiger was much easier with Nocturne magic. Nocturne, yeah, kinda works. You can also just use Undine. It is not particularly weak to Shade, but Shade, if you level it up, is the same power as Undine. Like, it's the exact same power level of the Undine's 3 spell. Alright. Let's go back to the entrance. Yeah, pick up the chest. Yeah, sure, why not? I think I skipped one chest previously, so this is gonna be 2 orbs here? Ah, it is. Okay, so they do have the reappearing chests. Welcome to USB Dochalan. Hope you're doing well. How's the port so far? Honestly, if I had a controller, I think it would be really good. This is not a cheap cash grab. This is too old for that. Is that a weird thing to say? Where's Max? There it is. Alright. I can't get past this guy because he's 2 tiles wide or more than one. Oh, no, I managed to sneak by. Woof, 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 woof. Also the smushed pixel graphic, like the sprites are all touched up, they are really nice looking for the most part. Except for the part where, you know, the scaling is for very old phones because it's from 2009. So it's not as pretty as it could be. Alright, also, let's see, I should be really strong here against this guy. We have way more levels than usual. So this guy should not be a problem. Aye, Shade will test you. Okay. You can chain cast Fireball, which is not something you can previously do, but enemies also can escape from chain cast. Sometimes anyways. Also the AI likes to try and walk into specific locations before attacking, and this kind of boss does not really help with that. Did I try this on a phone emulator? No. Kind of wanted to have a regular phone experience, so that's what I'm playing right now. Oh, there goes my MP. And there I have more MP. Oh, I didn't even realize I was chaining spells and maxing out my damage. So it still has that same maximum damage with 9999. Level 4 Salamander. It's gonna hit even harder now. That fireball animation is really long though. Is he dead? Nope, it's not dead yet. Still not dead. Let's use Exploder for once. That's so much quicker as an animation. How does Lava Wave look? Okay, it's still pretty much the same. It's still just as lengthy as it is in the original. You would have assumed they'd removed the limit. I think their limit is reasonably sensible. This is a casual run, I'm not doing 100% for this. I don't like touchscreen, so... The game is fine as it is. But touchscreen just makes me want to figure out the controller thing instead, but I haven't had the time / energy to do so, so I'm just playing through this the normal way. Alrighty, this means we can now maximum level up our spells to level 5. And also slightly stronger than before. Let's get out of here. Unfortunately, the enemies despawn after you clear the palace, which would be convenient if they stayed, honestly. Either way, let's get over to Gold City. That was almost a smooth landing. Oh yeah, I forgot you could actually land at the Gold City Tower directly. Want to buy fairy walnuts and restock my MP first. Oh, wrong one. I think I only used one, yeah. On the bright side, at least for you guys, it's a lot smoother than it was before. Yesterday anyways. So once again, thank you very much to Mikachu, and I apologize for forget the other name, for helping me with setting up the screen copy. The downside is, I'm now using a USB mini cable, so I have to sit in an awkward location to be able to play this, but I think that is probably worthwhile. Spear orb acquired, should be only one. Oh wait, no, it's 2. Oh yeah, I did not pick up the one in the ruins. So that makes sense. Don't mind me, just walking through. Alrighty, welcome to Blue Spike. Let's actually see whether this thing has any particular weaknesses. HP, MP, experience, monies. No weaknesses. Okay, that's what I expect. This guy does not normally have weaknesses. So you can just use freeze on it. Which deals the same damage as Shade's... what is it called? It deals the same damage as Shade spells. With our armor, we basically take no damage from him either, so that helps. This feels like more damage, but it could just be because I'm higher level than usual. Tap, 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 tap. Oh, the fake death. And I think the proper death right after. I didn't even use a fairy walnut. Oh wait, no, it is not the proper death, is it? You're just out of MP. They actually tried to make this a proper fake out here, which I appreciate. Man, if... Honestly, one of the things I really appreciate is that spellcasting doesn't interrupt the gameplay nearly as much as it does in the original, or the remake for that matter. You just cast a spell, the guy starts casting, but you can still attack and do other stuff. That was weird pixels there. Or tiles, I guess. Okay, this should be axes. Skip the previous axe, so this should be 2. It is 3, actually. Alright, that's the axe as strong as I can get. I can actually upgrade the axe instead of the spear. Just keep the spear. Alrighty, this boss here should be weak to wind. Let's see how dangerous this guy might be. It's only level 3 Air Blast, but because he's weak to it, it should be doing a good chunk of damage still. Yeah, it's pretty good. Lady getting slammed to the ground. Can you cast a spell during this? No, she's unconscious. Make sure to have her heal herself. This is halfway. That animation is halfway, by the way, where he puts up his claws. I don't know why he did it twice. 3 times. That's not an attack. Why do you keep doing this? Is it because I keep interrupting you? And there he goes. This boss was so hard when you're not in the right gear. Also Wall 2 was hard. This boss here, you can nuke with the sprite. But if you try to do a weapon-only challenge, this guy is dangerous because he can just cast Earthslide with so much magic power. Like, this guy has more magic power than the Dark Lich, which is kind of funny. But his Earthslides just hit like it's rock, it's crazy. Hello, Lumina. Hades Grenade, yes. Dark Force in English is the same power and efficiency as Raze. The only downside really is that Shade you get so late usually that it's kind of hard to justify using it. Just kind of because it's so much effort to level up Shade, but leveling up Shade can be quite good, especially if you also want to use it on Red Slime later. Alright, I think we use 2 Fairy Walnuts. We can also go and upgrade the weapons afterwards. Well, I say that, but actually not sure if I have enough money for it. The coolness of the animation plays into it, so you should use it. That's very fair. Alright, so we can upgrade the axe now quite a bit. We have a battle axe upgraded to a pyrite axe, upgraded to a werebuster, which we cannot forge any further. But this should be one of the strongest weapons we have access to, alongside the spear theoretically. But I'm not gonna upgrade the spear. So the boy is going to get the axe for now. Oops, I did not mean to go here. Man, the menus are backwards. Hey Esgrunt, welcome. Hope you're doing well. So next up we have Lumina, which means we can go to the big black puddle, whatever that is supposed to be. I always assumed it's like an oil lake or something. But I can't really tell. Also, I do think it is a fair suggestion to go ahead and just cast Dark Force for a little bit. If only to train it. We might be able to chain cast train here. Most of the spells you can't seemingly chain cast in this mobile port, but the ones that have especially long animations seem to still work. Save the rabbit. Out of MP. Poor guy. Alrighty, hey Charon, how are you doing today? Can I still cast spells on you? No, they removed that option. That's fair. You can cast spells on this guy in the original. Because it's actually just a regular enemy. Technically. What's the deal with the other dark spell? That portal? It costs 8, but it is so weak. Does it do something special? The portal is just weak. That's the short version. But what it does is it does percentage-based damage based on the enemy's current HP. But the problem is enemies never have enough HP to warrant using this. Bosses technically would, but the problem with that is that bosses are effectively immune to it. You only deal 1 damage to them, so essentially it's useless. The way it is designed anyways. If it worked against bosses, it would have some use case where it could just, like, percentage damage their HP, which could be really powerful at the beginning of a fight. It would still be questionable to pay 8 MP for it, to be honest. Like, that's a lot of MP invested. But usually just using the boss's weakness or just a straight up freeze from Undine is significantly better. Or Dark Force. Dark Force is also usually way better. Are any bosses that are weak to Shade able to take damage from it? Yes, but only Dark Force. There's only one boss that is weak to Shade, which is the Red Slime. Well, one boss where we actually have this spell anyways. I don't remember if there's any others. Shade level 2. Level 4 Shade will be sufficient for the Red Slime, I think. Not too worried about that part. I do wonder whether I need to level up Lumina though. Also, I'm using up all of my MP here, even though I think I'm done, because that thing just absorbed MP from me. And I want to use my MP before the damage from the MP thingy comes through. Alright, we're out of MP. Let's go. There, it dealt 14 MP damage. But not really, because I used it up all before the damage came through. Alrighty. Welcome to this place, which should... I don't have any MP remaining that you can absorb. Good thing it didn't absorb the MP from the lady though, because she needs it to cast Lumina. So you can just cast off cheaper spells and get the levels faster. Yes, the amount of damage you do, or whether the spell has any effect whatsoever, doesn't matter. As long as you cast a spell, you get the experience for it. That's the short version. Gained Luna's powers, and immediately another thing saved. Alrighty, let's see. Normally when you walk outside, you basically walk back into the entrance area, but if you use the magic rope in the original game, you get back into the dark room instead. Okay, they fixed that. Nice. Impressive. The question is, can I use... Nope, can't use Flammy here. Which I suppose makes sense, because you can't get here flying to begin with. You have to take Charon's ferry. Kind of implying that this is the underworld where we're going to, or where we are now. The only thing you need to pay attention to is if you are in towns, the latest spells gain half the experience. So you don't want to cast spells in towns. You need to have your weapons drawn like we have right now in order for her to get the full magic experience. Which does mean the Wind Palace does in fact work for full magic experience. Well, I'm not sure about this version. I didn't check whether the weapons are drawn there. But generally speaking. Okay, we have everything we need. Aside from getting fairy walnuts back. We also now have Luna, which means we can absorb MP from enemies for the sprite to just regain MP. Which can be quite helpful. Alrighty, also we need to kind of do something important, I just realized. We're just gonna go straight south. Reasonably straight south. To the Turtle Shell Isle. It does have an official name, I guess. Hello. I'm just gonna keep them in my pockets. What am I playing this on? A regular phone. Well, I say regular, but it's like a much more modern phone than the original game was designed for, technically. This looks worse than the original sprites? I actually disagree. But that's definitely a matter of taste or preference. I honestly think the sprites overall look really good. The problem is that they are rather smushed and there's no proper upscaling I can do for it. If there was like proper upscaling, I think this would look really, really good. Like, in my personal opinion, better than the original. The animation just walking into the bed was bad. I mean, the original is not much better there. Keep in mind, this is 2009. So this is very old. This is not a cheap cash grab, like they put a lot of effort into it, but they might also not have had the most experience on how to properly do stuff, to say the least. But I genuinely think they really, really try to do the best they could. Most animations seem to lack a few frames compared to the original. I think this is 30 FPS instead of the original 60 FPS. So that is very possible. Alright, spear reaches level 1. Good job. So we have too much defense for these guys to actually deal damage to us, which is nice. Maybe the sprite could take damage because they have a circlet instead of a duck helmet. But that also gives more magic power. They made the pathways wider. Hey, that's nice. Alright. Equipping the whip here. Jumping across the gaps is a lot smoother than the original, but then again, they probably just rewrote that entire code. Hey, Neko spawns! Getting this guy to spawn normally is really difficult, because even if you clear all the enemies, he might just not be around anyways. He doesn't even sell barrels. What the heck, dude? I didn't know he didn't sell barrels here. I wanted to get some barrels. Hey Duck, let's see if you still have your weird animation if I talk to you from the backside. He does not. Oh, right, I forgot Tasnik. Whoops. But yeah, genuinely, if this was 60 FPS, proper pixel upscaling, and a controller, I genuinely think this would be the best version to play. Like, unironically. Can I just land here? I think I can. Like, it has all the quality of life stuff that I kind of feel like the game more or less needs. Hey, you don't even need to walk into the cutscene trigger. It automatically triggers in this one. And of course, the way the game looks is a matter of taste. There's always going to be like a big factor of nostalgia for the original one for me. So to me, in a sense, I really like how this looks, but it's more of a side grade than a strictly an upgrade. But I do think it's really good. Also, the font could be, you know, a bit more stylized. Also preferably with like a proper font outline, so it's easier to read on regardless of background. Hey look, the Darkstalker actually deals damage. That's a bit unusual for me. Either way. He's also way more aggressive. He should be very dead though. He's not dead yet. There it is. Chest? No chest. Okay. It's not the game sprite itself, it's more the menu and stuff around which is bothering you. It is for touchscreen. Worth noting that, how do I even open the menu? Worth noting is that what I did in the options, I basically have the transparency effect like fully on. So normally there's like this little movement thing that I can move around in, as well as the main action and the running action, just kind of not hidden. And on the right side there's these like backgrounds as well. You also have free 360-degree movement, but that's really hard to control, so I don't use it. So we should be able to get... Oh, this is a much easier path through here. They simplified this. Alright. Normally you have to go like right down, right up, left up in order to get here. Can buy Royal Jam. This is the only place that sells Royal Jam for regular prices. Every other place sells them at a much higher price. Well, which is specifically Neko. Alright, let's see whether we can use Flammy here. Nope. They forgot to implement Flammy into this screen. Shame. So you have to walk all the way. This game blows your typical mobile game completely out of the water. Typical mobile game nowadays, yes. Especially without, you know, this game having as much, or any actually, predatory business practices applied to it. I'm just gonna land in Mantala and walk from here again. Neko is smart for cornering so many markets. Yep. Neko also delivers to you into the most remote and dangerous places, as well as offers an opportunity to save for free. So I actually don't mind to pay the additional price. Okay, that's just mean. Sprite is tired, guys. Microtransaction flabby? Every time you wanna fly. Actually, no, microtransaction would be you can call in Neko at any point to buy stuff wherever you happen to be. That would probably be something I wanted to say the idiots implement nowadays, but you know. People buy it, so clearly it's working in some capacity. That's why people keep implementing it. Sounds like Tingle. I mean, at least a Tingle tuner is something separate, right? Like that's... I dare to say the Tingle tune is very different because you play with in-game money than real money. Okay, do you have the weird walking sprite if I talk to you from the back? You do not. You fixed that, I'm impressed. Microtransactions for web norbs. Did you miss a web norb or don't want to farm it in the Mana Fortress? Just for a small payment of $5 you can upgrade your weapon right away. I'm not gonna hide my disdain for microtransactions. These pumpkins look real funky though. It's kinda neat. Like, I have gotten a decent amount of, like, sponsorship offers. Like, nothing big, but usually it's just in the vein of, hey, would you like to advertise this thing? Then I look at the game. If it has any form of, like, well, the usual mobile garbage in it, I just don't do it. Like, the funny thing is, I have played Raid Shadow Legends a little bit, thanks to High Spirits having like one of the promotions as well. And conceptually, I think the game is actually pretty good. I'm just not gonna support it because of that way they monetize things. It's really that simple. Also, I just hate time-gated stuff, so that's a different thing. If there's like daily stuff in-game, I'm basically already out. The axe has much better reach, by the way, for knocking out these like stalagmites in order to proceed, so that's actually a nice change compared to the original, because the axe is a lot more like short reach normally. You have to be really up and close to knock these out, but here you can actually whack multiple sets at a time. Especially from above, you can normally only whack one like stalagmite at a time rather than all of them. Alrighty, let's see whether the original method of this still works. So these doppelgangers here don't have enough defense or attack power to punch through our defense. We could just damage them normally, but I could just unequip my stuff and die instead. Man, they're super aggressive. And yeah, that still works, so that's kinda neat. Alright. Okay, he's not revived yet properly. Need to equip him before I can knock out the other two as well. I mean, you could just knock out the enemies, right? That might be easier. I do believe these guys have basically like max magic defense, so magic actually doesn't do anything against them. But what I can do anyways... what I could do anyways is reduce their defenses. Okay, I have 0 MP. By using Acid Rain. But hey, eventually they'll go down. Mana Seeds need to be unlocked by a battle pass. Oh boy. Mana Seeds or weapon orbs in loot boxes. I mean, that's the funny thing, right? I actually really enjoy opening these chests in this game here to try and get the rare drops. I just hate loot boxes just because of everything behind and around it. The iOS part of Mega Man X where you could pay to unlock all weapons and upgrades. That's actually a thing. Yikes. The pumpkins are huge in this port? Yes. Have you seen the owls? Actually, just for anybody who hasn't seen it, I added the Jagabort emote because the ults in this game look amazing, like super fluffy and funky. But you have them walking it. Does he normally walk down from that little pedestal? Does he have the walking animation normally? That's interesting. Either way. Let's go save. Do I need to save? Yeah, sure. Guess that one. It's so nice and fluffy. It's great. Random loot is okay as long as it doesn't cost any real money, right? Now what I will say is about random loot is I don't like the randomized stats on stuff. Like when there's something where you can have 3% poison resistance, what does that even mean? Come on. Like, the only time 3% poison resistance would be interesting if it was additive with other percentages, and you just happen to get to like 97% in other ways, and could gain complete immunity to it, which would have like various other potential benefits in some specific aspects of the game. But for the most part, I highly doubt any game really implements that kind of thing. Like, Ragnarok Online is the only game where I personally had the opportunity to use stuff like 100% fire resistance through the blacksmith ability as well as a card combination to just be able to be immune to fire, which is very specific and not usually useful except in specific circumstances. So usually, like, these little tiny bonuses that are just randomly generated just irk me because they don't do anything. And they don't lie about odds of getting rare items. Can't remember where, but that was a court ruling. It is, yes. At least in Europe. Plus they have to reveal the odds of getting stuff, at least over here too, if they want to sell stuff in Europe. Which is also why you specifically cannot play certain games if you happen to live in the EU anyways. Like, just because they don't want to reveal the traits or whatever, or get through the hassle of actually having an visibly open system. You only ever played Iroh when it wasn't betas, since it didn't cost money. Ah, I see, we played at the same time then. In vanilla World of Warcraft you could stack parry dodge avoid heroic to the point where you could effectively mitigate 100% damage and can tank any boss. Yes, any boss that didn't have any, like, special attacks or spells, such as Gruul. That was a fantastic and fun video to see. You needed a Moonkin for like the 5% reduced chance to hit of the boss, just to keep the bee swarm up, which Moonskins were not used at the time at all, but it was just kind of funny. Was it 5% or 10% for the Moonkin? Either way, welcome to this next boss. Okay, they didn't touch up that sprite, but it is very eager to stumpy stump. Let's see how I'm gonna do this. Alright, first of all, I'm going to just try and drain its MP. Okay, it immediately gets the spell up, which is a bit of an issue. So, good thing we leveled Shade a little bit. Dispel Magic level 2 is probably not gonna do the trick. I think I need like 2 spellcasts of that. And undo wall. It actually undoes wall charges whenever you cast Dispel Magic. So while it says it can't undo the wall, it will eventually be able to. Okay, 3 maybe? And now it's undone. Okay. Gonna absorb MP again. Because once it's out of MP, it's significantly easier to actually hit it. Oh, you can't chain cast MP absorb. That is very inconvenient. Sleep Flower. Let's see if 2 Dispel Magic do this trick. Okay, 2 Dispel Magic level 3s will do the trick here. Alright, make sure to heal everybody. During the ball it can't cast spells, so I have more time to absorb MP. I guess Luna at level 0 doesn't exactly help with expediting this process. Oh. Back to Dispel Me Magic. And healing. Because you guys keep getting hit. I think the sprite still has the healing queued because it didn't do the animation yet. Okay, does the sleep powder get queued? Because the sprite is not immune to sleep powder. I can still cast spells, so probably not. 1 MP absorbed. Wait, why can't he cast spells while you get knocked unconscious, Brady? That's just bizarre. Luna level 1. Okay, it still has enough MP to cast Wall. Still absorb 10 MP. Should be done soon with it though, I think. Okay, this might be it. It might not have any MP remaining. Let's see. It's actually almost... yeah, it's out of MP. It is also almost out of HP because the AI actually hit it decently well there. I'm kind of impressed. This thing has very little magic defense. The only reason why it deterred from using magic against it is because it casts wall to reflect spells. Throne of Liberty is coming out soon. It's released in Korea and Amazon is releasing it soon. Throne of Liberty? I mean, I always have to hope that it might just kind of, you know, be interesting. But I do have very little hope that more modern MMOs are actually anything remotely great for my taste. But it's always possible, right? Yeah, honestly, Warlock tanks in World of Warcraft was one of the most fascinating concepts to me. I never got the opportunity to try it myself, because I basically started playing in TBC, and I was just playing Druid Healer because, you know, I like healing. Should I just go? I think the sprite has enough MP, and we have autosave, so we should just go. Hey Gemma. Bye Gemma. Okay, yeah, we still take damage from these guys, but we're actually surviving the attacks. Oh wait, you can just walk by them like this? Oh, this is a different screen. That's kind of funny. Okay. Speaking of MP absorb, I'd like to absorb some MP from you, sir. Also need the X. Wait, you can just walk by these things here? Okay. Picked up the chest. One boomerang orb. Is it more than one? No, it's just one. I think it's always one. Now here's the question. In the original game, you would walk twice as quick. 1.5 times as fast when you run. In this game, you appear to run 2 times. Okay, you still cannot make it up the waterfall. Oh my goodness. Their MP absorb is just rude. Like, the only reason why they're not as nearly as annoying in the original game is because these jellyfish for some reason always target the boy. Because I guess they don't properly select the target at all. So it's always the boy that gets hit by that. Alright. Think it's on the right side? Or is it left? I never remember. It's left side. I would have been wrong. Oh, I missed! No! Rip me. That is so rude. Absorb MP. I hope the sprite got some MP back. I don't know if it did. Let's see. There we go. I think they actually increased the size of the trigger. I do appreciate that. Yeah, definitely increased the size of the trigger. And I still missed it the first time through. Okay, I don't know where the sprite is, but I'd like to get through here. Please. I think the lady might be out of MP, so they can't absorb anything from her anymore. Alright, let's see if the sprite is out of MP. Nope, sprite still out of MP, right? Fire breath, that's multi-target. Oh, but it's physical. Right, I remember. The fire breath for some reason is a physical attack. So we just don't get damaged by it. Although this thing is weak to fire. Acid Storm reduces our physical defense. And this thing might actually be able to hit it decently hard with its physical attacks, if it gets to attack. Three fireballs should be enough for max damage here. I keep forgetting on how long the animation takes in this. I have to wait a bit longer. You dead? I'm out of MP. It's not dead. Ooh, Cure Water. This thing has a lot of magic power, but wait, no. Jabberwocky has a lot of magic power, this one doesn't. Like, Jabberwocky literally heals more than this thing does. Despite this being a way later game boss. Yeah, she's out of MP. There it is. Does this have controller support? Apparently yes. I don't have a controller, unfortunately. You had both the Druid Heal and the Warlock. Hey, those were my two classes I also played. Although the Warlock came only up way later. Technically Warlock was my first character to level 60, but at the time I just stopped playing after I reached level 60. And then way later I came back towards the end of the Burning Crusade. And I decided I wanted to play healer. because I like supporting. Ow. Do I have enough MP? I do. Magic Absorb. I'm just gonna control the boy and have the sprite just periodically cast MP Absorb. Oh. Let me through. Okay, this is actually much, well, maybe not much better indicated. Confusion. The status effects in this game also just kind of make you, like, jump backwards, which is a bit inconvenient. So you need some MP. So you can actually heal. Oh, this Sprite is confused. Can't cast spells right now. Confusion is also silence in this game. Oh, right. I forgot I get a full heal here. But just had a little bit more patience. Also, this should be where I can upgrade my Javelin to high enough levels. Now for it to finally. Yep, it's Aim's work now, which means we have a better weapon to balloon enemies, at least a higher damage weapon. By the way, usually you only see like 2 characters wandering around and what's done here, because this is a combat area, and the SNES version could only have 3 enemies or characters in a combat area at a time. Is it you or does this fist weapon look like Spiky Sushi? Sure. Yes, that is very much Spiky Sushi. I fully agree. Let's give the boy the spear that can balloon enemies. So we have 2 weapons that can balloon. Guys, the deal. Jeez. Are you out of MP? No. Are you just unconscious right now? Why can he not cast spells? Does poison also do that to you or what? Okay, now you can cast. That was weird. Alright, Taco has leveled up Luna. Taco also needs to get healed. So Taco needs to be in range to get healed, I guess. Taco is right here. And now can't get healed because the lady is engulfed in flames. Should I go for 1 chest? You know what, sure, let's do this. We're going for 1 chest here. Just 1. Only 1 singular chest. So we want to use Sylph, because Sylph does more damage to these guys. Oh my goodness, they look adorable with their X-out eyes. Oh no. Okay, these guys have a 7 in 64 chance to drop us a Cockatrice cap, which is a ridiculously good headgear piece equipment, and part of the requirement for my 100% definition for the game. You know, I haven't even really tried charging up weapons. I should give the AI the command to charge up weapons sometime, just to see whether that's any more useful than the original game. Do not eat the spiky sushi. No, that would be a questionable choice. Sylph level 4. It's gonna deal a bit more damage now. Level 4 is kind of as much as I feel like I will need for Dragon Warp, and that's about it. Basilisk spaced out. Luna's not strong enough to absorb MP directly from these guys yet. But I bet I can absorb MP from the knights just down there. Which they don't normally spawn either when you walk through this door. Because enemies cannot spawn in the immediate radius where you enter a screen in the original. Which does mean there's literally certain enemies that you cannot defeat and get the chest from in the Mana Fortress, for example. Which is a bit mean, but that's just how it is. These things also have like 600 HP or something. It's actually quite notable. They're very beefy. I just want one chest. By the way, it's a 1 in 16 chance for them to drop a chest. Probably still 1 in 16 in the mobile port. Level 36. Man, we are high level at this point. Only because I'm just trying to get the silly chests from this guy. But on the bright side, I will have a lot of money to spend for upgrading the equipment once we get to the final Neko after this dungeon set. Also, don't they drop fairy walnuts? I used one, so one restock would be nice. But I would need to get a chest in order to, you know, get a fairy walnut. $17. How much MP do you have, Sprite? Okay. 26 out of 28. That is sufficient, generally. For a while, at least. Oh, there's my chest. Alright. Let's see, I think level 3 analyzer is sufficient for these chests. Well, if not, it's a 50-50 whether I get this trap or not. Very well not. Okay, that's the expected drop. Let's go. It's really fascinating seeing all these enemies spawn in their regular place without having to do any shenanigans to, you know, make them spawn to begin with. Because normally they just... Where are you, lady? Because normally they just take so much longer to spawn. I like how she just decides to teleport after I open the menu. Making it much more awkward to actually, you know, heal on the go. Yeah, sure, you can absorb from that guy, that's fine. Please let me through. Please let me through. Oh my goodness, you can't push the owls, apparently, in this game. Oh no, you can. Maybe it just moved against me. These guys never spawn. This guy never spawns, neither does this one. This guy is rarely there, and I didn't even know there were 2 here. Wait, there's 2 here? Whoa, I had no idea. Alrighty, what was it? Red, blue, yellow. Stop it. And green. Okay, lady, you should probably heal yourself. And heal Taco as well, please. Okay, heal Taco when Taco is here. Right now. I do like the little animation when the enemies spawn in. It just kind of makes it, like instead of them just randomly suddenly appearing, they actually put in like a very split-second animation for it, which makes it feel a lot more intentional, which is great. Alright. Let's just see whether we get a random chest from these guys. Okay, that's probably enough. No chests. Alright. Let's see if the zombies are gonna bother us. Those have a different coat equipped. That's kind of funny. They're still doing the moonwalk though. Wow. Thunderbolts. Oh. Oh, they're in trouble down there. The lady is dead. Wait, those cannot run normally, so that's a change in the mobile port here. I mean, I know it's a very specific thing to say, ghosts cannot run, but that's just how it is. Oh, rip. Cast Revivify. Taco. Cast Heal. Okay, Taco is not a valid target yet. Are you out of MP? No, you're just knocked down. Alright, let's get out of here. Oh, they reinstated the old sprite from the Japanese version. It has a chainsaw here. This is great. I don't remember his moveset at all, because I've played through the Japanese version like once or twice. But this is great. And it even has its drill in the phase 2 instead of the unicycle. It still knocks characters unconscious. Wait, knocks characters unconscious? So then moogling them? Bzzzt. Much more menacing with a chainsaw, but it still has very little HP. And no notable magic defense either. Bling. Receive the bow arrow orb. Okay. Space. Okay, that sprite needs some MP. Oh, you're literally at exactly 0. Okay. then you need a fairy walnut. Oh well, that's a good enough. I wonder whether you can still do this thing with hexes. I'm gonna try. So I need to go and buy a barrel before we take on hexes. I would guess they probably fixed the AI, but, well, I don't know. Alright, Sprite, we need a random earth spell. It doesn't matter which one, so we're gonna cast the cheapest. You're the distant sound. Then we need a random ice spell. What are you guys doing? You're the distant sun. Right. Then we get back to the entrance. Using the magic rope because that's more efficient. Oh, she's out of MP as well, so you need some MP as well. Fairy walnut for the lady, and a couple of wishes for the sprite, I guess. I meant to heal the sprite, but, you know, didn't get the opportunity there. Could you stop that? These guys are annoying. As are most enemies that are just more aggressive than I'm used to. Because their moveset is pretty dangerous if you let them do stuff. But normally they just don't do stuff because they're too slow to, you know, do anything. Also, aren't they resistant to ice? I think they are resistant to ice. Are you a snowman? No. Oh well. Resistant or ice do not, or to ice or not, you still take damage, so I'm just gonna knock you out. Jeez. Wonder if you can still jump to the right. Nope, I would have been surprised. The Doom Sword looked actually a lot more doomy than before, so that's kinda neat. Air Blast. For the distant sound. Yeah, they have too much magic defense. You can just walk through these things? Kind of. A turtle lance is over there. Okay. Oh, the sprite just took more MP damage. Alright, so what we do here... Oh, you don't have enough MP for that either. So what I should do with the sprite here is... Come over here. Sprite, what are you doing? Stop that, come over here, you clown. I need you to multi-target the enemies so you get more MP back than you'd invest. Because you minimum absorb 1 MP, and if there's 3 enemies you absorb 3 MP. So we get 6 total. And then... we have enough MP to do the other shenanigans. So what you can do is you can cast Change Form on an enemy in order to, well, change them into a weaker form. But they still retain their HP and MP. Well, apparently you're immune to that. Today I learned. I know the book you can transform, but apparently not the other guy. Oh well, MP absorb is getting stronger. How much MP do you have now, Sprite? 3. What? That doesn't seem right. I guess you're just getting 1 MP every spellcast right now. So this should be 5. 6. 7. Alright, now let's see. Can I cast... Oh, it didn't catch up with a previous one, that's why. Oh, you can cast all the way over there. Sure, absorb MP from dude that absorbs MP normally. Okay, apparently that doesn't work too well. In this case, we're gonna do what I originally meant to do. Uh-oh. Why did you disconnect my phone? I'm very confused. Hold up. Did it crash? No, it didn't crash. It just disconnected my phone for some reason. Hey Razarma, welcome! It would be pretty good if I had a controller, actually. Like, genuinely, I think this is a pretty good port. These guys, wait, aren't they? Oh no, I can absorb MP from them. I was about to say, don't they reflect the MP absorb because they're like evil type? Apparently not. Yeah, it didn't crash. It just disconnected. I think I'm accidentally touching the cable, which is a little bit loose apparently. Come back. I'm gonna try and avoid that, I guess. It's been fine until now. It's gonna be a lot more difficult to play trying to not touch the cable at all. Alright. Rude. Taco level 38. This was Lumina we need to cast here. Where's Lumina? There. Lasers! You remember something like that to HP drain? Yes. Basically undead-ish enemies reverse HP drain, evil type enemies reverse MP drain. Alright, we need shade now. Also, I'm just gonna pick up the sword chest here, why not? Actually, the reason why not is because the enemies are really annoying around here. Oh, apparently they're not. That's usually chocolate in that chest. Oh yeah, there's more of these guys spawning. I should go. Actually, this is more than one orb here. Because I didn't pick up the ones previously. So there should be 2, I think. It is 2. Sorry, I'm not picking up the chest with the chocolate in it. Or more likely to be a trap. Alright, I need to control the lady. Can I hit this thing? Okay, I think they blocked it off, so you can't hit the thing unless a charge attack will do the trick. Why are you guys dead? That's silly. Get back up here. Did you know that you can multi-target Revivifier? It's like the only use it has. Instead of using 2 Cups of Wishes, you can cast 1 Revivifier. Because it's 10 MP, it's really expensive to cast normally. Alright, can I hit it from here now? Yes. Okay, you specifically have to move over here, so they fixed being able to just reach the switch from a distance. Shame, but fair. So I should be controlling the sprite again, so the lady can just heal on the fly. Man, that running is so fast in this game. It's kind of silly. I don't even care about knocking that guy out entirely, I just want to get by. So many swords. They normally have trouble spawning in this room because there's spawn criteria and stuff. Portals. Right, and we are at the orb. This is the last one of the palace. Then it's up to the mini-boss. And then up to the proper boss, but before the proper boss we're gonna briefly take a pit stop at Neknos. I wanna buy barrels and see whether we can just choose the boss fight like usual. Also, I'm kinda curious how barrels work in this port. Because normally barrels entirely prevent you from getting hit by anything that is not specifically considered magic. Which means a lot of attacks by bosses that are like special and definitely seem like they would be magic are just physical in nature as well. Alright, gonna grab Fireball. Oh, we have 3 MP remaining. That's okay. Just gonna restock afterwards anyways. This little guy is weak to fire, so I'm just gonna take advantage of that. He also does hit decently hard, I suppose, until it is out of MP. But it only has like 1,600 or so HP, so it's gonna be dead really quick. Not before the boy though, I don't think. Unless he gets lucky here. This should be max damage right here. Maybe one more. Oh, I was casting too early. I thought I was waiting for a long time. They need to wait even longer. I think I needed to attack in order to initiate the thing actually dying. It's kind of funny. Alright, let's get out of here. I need fairy walnuts. That spell is awesome, but way overcasted. Which one? Well, I guess there's a lot of them, so I will almost certainly agree with you. Alrighty, where is... I can't see anything. Potter's Village. There it is. On a land at the Water Palace. Lucent Beam? Oh yeah. Lucent Beam has the same baseline strength as Freeze, but costs 4 times more. And the lady does not have a good way of replenishing MP, aside from just eating a ton of fairy walnuts. So... while it hits like a truck against specifically Dark Glitch, which is very satisfying, hitting that thing like a truck, it also just costs so much that it is hardly usable to begin with. Alright, berry walnuts restocked. As well as barrels for 900. This is the only place you can buy barrels, I think, at this point. After we clear the dungeon here, we actually would be able to buy them at Nekos a little bit later too. Alright. And Ixion, thank you for the raid and welcome everybody. I hope you're doing well. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome to Secret of Mana, the mobile version, which is literally 15 years old at this point. So it is basically before mobile games were a cheap cash grab. While this does have its flaws and, you know, kind of smushed graphics because it was developed for much smaller resolution and not properly upscaled now, it's actually not terrible, aside from me really not liking touch controls. Hi Ixion, welcome, how are you doing today? And if I may ask, what were you doing today? What were you streaming? Welcome to you as well, Ethan, don't say this bit. I hope you have an excellent time. Let's see. Alright, I'm curious whether the good old cheese still works against... Can I just land here? No, I think you have to be specifically in the center. Which... Usually the mobile version seems to be more generous where you can land, but here it's actually less so. Streaming Legend of Dragoon today. Oh, nice. I've played a little bit of it and it seems rather fascinating. Wait, they make you have a cutscene here and automatically walk up to the Emperor? Normally you can just enter this room and just completely ignore him walk by. It's kinda cute that they added a cutscene here. You found Yagamoth on YouTube when searching for a speedrun on Star Ocean 1. Oh boy. Yeah, that was my one run, I would guess. Which, well, was of very questionable quality. Alrighty. I'm curious about two things. Barrels in this game. I meant to equip the barrel first, but I guess we're just getting into combat now. So much stink bombs. Yes. Alright. Barrel on the boy. Come on. Okay, you can't use items anymore, so barrel on the sprite. And barrel on yourself. So, let's see. Normally, Hexus does not change forms naturally, and she will just keep casting Dispel Magic in her base form. She's actually backing up, this is unusual. And the only spell that can technically go through a barrel right now is Dispel Magic. So that means she's eventually going to run out of MP, casting Dispel Magic over and over again. And yes, we just get a Pygmy Barrel. It's kinda neat that they put a graphic in for a character that is mini and in a barrel. It is also a mini Moogle graphic. Unfortunately, there is no mini Moogle in a barrel graphic. What does the barrel do? The barrel does... I don't actually know entirely in the regular game, but the barrel in the regular game for the Super Nintendo version does a few things. For one, regular enemies just completely ignore that character, like they don't even target them at all. The second thing is, it entirely prevents any damage that is not specifically magic. As in, you can still get damaged by like Fireball, or Thunder, or Air Blast, but a Pygmy's Glare or a Fire Breath, none of these deal damage because they are not specifically magic that you can cast as a player. And on bosses, the bosses still target like normal, they do see the barreled characters, but of course you're just immune to the physical damage. Defeated by the awesome technology of Barrel. Indeed. Was Mini plus Barrel possible on SNES? Yes, it is. I am curious whether if I cast like a weapon spell on the barrel... Can I cast spells? No, everything is cancelled. Whether it's going to change the color of the barrel, because at least in the SNES version, the barrels are coded like you are equipping a weapon. And so if you equip a weapon enchant on the weapon, they change color. Oh yeah, the mobile version doesn't actually change color at all. It just gets that, ooh, she changed color. Wait, wind? Wait. No, that's ice. Wind doesn't exist in... Oh, the sprite is about to be dead here. She should be out of MP very soon there. Right? Let's see. Pygmy Lady, by the way, has 0 physical defense, so if she gets anywhere near Hexus, she's probably dead. No, that's the wrong set of spells. Where is it? There it is. What MP do you have left? You should be almost out, right? 2. She can cast 1 more freeze. That's it. But normally she would not change color. This is actually quite unusual that Hexus decided to just change color here. Normally, well, in the base game, you need to be far up left, up right, or straight up from her in order for her to change, like, color and type. Also, her tail swipes are a lot more dangerous normally. Also, she is entirely out of magic now. So, I do believe she will not be able to deal any damage whatsoever as long as we don't get too close. Let's see, can I stand over here? It is also supposed to have a wind form in the base game, but due to coordinates error, she's never going to cast or become the wind form. There's Earth, which I think is straight up. What about left? Do we get to see the wind form? Stop hitting her, you clones. I assume this is Earth. This kind of looks earthy to me. Come on. Switch colors. She's not so switching happy. We are probably too close to her. Oh well, that's alright. Okay, let's just finish her off, I suppose. Let's back to the water form. I assume this fixed the coordinates. Because the assumption is the original intent was to have Hexus turn into water when you stand below her. Earth to the north, I think, fire west, and wind east. But instead it's like west, or northwest, northeast, and north, with no wind. I wonder whether the next boss actually could be rather dangerous. Thinking phase. Atelier series has known about the power barrel for a while. Nice. Boing. Alrighty, we defeated her. Let's see, can we real quick get outside? Because I want to absorb some MP from this. Oh, No, I have exactly 0 MP remaining. Well, let's see whether it's gonna be enough. We'll see. Because this could be rather tight against the next boss. Because I assume they fixed his AI, so he doesn't just cast wall and then reflect his buffs to us. But, I mean, we'll see. Because in the remake, this was one of the more dangerous bosses because they fixed him. Oh boy. Alright, there's wall. Oh yes, he's not casting the buff this time. This is dangerous. Oh boy. And he's immediately casting wall too, so... Let's see if I have enough MP to work through this guy. I assume I need like at least 2 Dispel Magics, maybe 3. Two is sufficient apparently. I like how the MP thingy still goes through even though he does cast Reflect or Wall. Which worth noting, Wall costs what, 6 MP each time you cast it? And while it's still only going to be 1 MP absorbed edge each time I cast a spell, there's still 1 less MP he has. He starts with 99. Maybe I need to revive the lady, it's just for her to get healed. Oh. Trying to run him out of magic before he can do anything else. Okay, heal the boy, please. It's gonna deal a ton of damage to her, doesn't it? Oh, no, no, it did hit her. I was about to say, oh no, I kinda missed. It did not in fact miss. Enemies don't miss in this game if they target you, the damage gets queued up. Which is, fair, I guess. Because you can't just cancel damage. Wait, you're out of MP? Uh-oh. This thing already has a lot of magic defense, so... This could be tricky. Let's see, how much MP do you have remaining? Three MP, okay, he can no longer cast Wall after this. Ooh, he doesn't even dash all the way across the screen. That is in fact quite unusual. Alright, we can now just spam Reese, which should deal okay damage. Normally the AI of this guy is too broken to be particularly dangerous. But if you actually give him a proper AI, this guy can be rather dangerous to take down. I like how the AI control characters actually still occasionally manage to get in some physical attacks, which is not something I'm used to, but they're actually in fact contributing reasonably well. Well, more than I'm used to anyways. I arguably should give the boy a... Hello? I should give him the axe so he actually deals decent damage, because the spear... We didn't upgrade it, so it retains a special effect of ballooning enemies, but you can't really balloon bosses. He's out of magic, he can't cast that spell anymore. Still trying though. Also, level 7 Undine. This is as high as we can get it until after... Mana... Pure Lands. There we go, we still had enough. Take care, Ixion. Thank you for dropping by, and have a lovely day. Thank you for the raid. And there's the spear orb that probably makes me want to upgrade the spear, but I'm just gonna keep it still. Ballooning all the enemies along the way. I like how we escape and get on Flamme. But the others are still just kind of on the surface because they survived anyways. Just like, oh, it's just back to normal. How it was before. Neat. Hi, Neko. Finally find your way. Good luck. Thank you. I'm actually gonna buy some more barrels just in case those might be useful. Then we can finally buy some good armor here. So the gauntlets are actually the most important piece of equipment. Because these things have 250 magic defense. Like only 90 physical. But the 250 magic defense is what just kind of pushes them over the edge to being way more important than any other piece of equipment, I would say. So I'm gonna get one for the lady and one for the boy. And then we don't have enough money to buy much more. Buy fairy walnuts again. Do we need to grind in the Pure Lands or can I just walk through there? It's probably going to be rather dangerous, huh? We'll see, I guess. So, armor equipped for you and the lady. And into the Pure Lands we go. After saving and resting for a bit. There's a plus on the map. Why? Oh, that's where the mana fortress is. That's curious. It's funny that they changed the name of the Pure Lands in the German version to Volkwolken. Yeah. It's a bit strange, but I guess it's fair. Alrighty, we can upgrade the sword one more stage, or whatever that's worth, actually 2. Any more? Oh, apparently 3. Cannot forge. So this means the boy actually should get the sword because it's stronger, and the lady is going to stick to the javelin just so she can balloon enemies. Ooh, I'm sorry, I hope that wasn't too loud. My microphone decided to just topple over. Give me a second. Alrighty. Save the game, yes please. Dancing. Yes, the dancing shopkeepers are great. Can you still push them around? You can. Alrighty, let's see. Welcome to this place. Super dangerous. And I don't have the necessary tools to survive here efficiently, I don't think. So let's see. Sprite probably wants to cast some Earth Slides here. Because this should be the strongest. Even though it costs 1 more MP than Gem Missile, so it's less MP efficient. I think that's okay. Plus we need to level up Earth Slides anyways. So the enemies here give a lot of experience and money. Wait, you can't walk through here without knocking on the bushes anymore? How inconvenient. Okay, there's always a mushroom. Okay, I would like to get 1 chest from these guys. Just 1. This takes forever until this guy decides that he actually gets hit here. Gnome reaches level 3. We do want to have Gnome leveled up anyways, so having that available is pretty good. Oh, you're out of MP. Wait, no, you're not out of MP. Did you get confused? You got knocked over. Haha, you're dead! Yes, this is kind of the experience I halfway expected. It's a little bit inconvenient, not gonna lie. Didn't expect them to hit me from over there, but I mean, that's the nature of these beasts. Bonk. They are so much faster to attack me here. And the lady's dead already again. Yeah, maybe it is reasonable to try and upgrade my equipment before I try to go through here. Because holy moly. These things are ruthless. Alright, lady. I need you to not rush into combat all the time. Like, that would be great. Because, you know, you're just gonna get yourself knocked out. Especially, you do have a ranged weapon equipped, lady. Like, you know, something you don't use in melee combat. You can throw it from far away. It would be sensible for you to just, you know, not go there. It's called Losing Barrier, at least. This is going to absorb a bunch of physical damage. And hopefully enough in order to save a character or two. What? Did he get hit again? Are you out of MP? You're out of MP. Okay, that's somewhat fair, I guess. Because I didn't pay attention to that. Wonder what the analyzer level required is for these griffin foot, or griffin hands, I guess. How much MP do you have? 16, okay. After the next one we will want to restore MP. Oh, that thing is not dead. Mildly impressed. Are you gonna kill us instead? It's at least trying. Just run up and throw it from 1 meter away. Right? I mean, the less distance, the less likely you're to miss. Or so you would think. Magic skill up, Luna's level 4. Haven't gotten any chests yet. Then again, I'm not sure whether they could be hidden behind the foliage. I suppose that is very likely. You don't have enough MP, that's fair. Wait, you got ballooned? They can cast balloon? Really? Is that normal? Can they cast balloon normally? I don't remember them ever casting balloon. They cast confuse, yes, but balloon? That's news to me. You're basically out of MP, so we should cast MP Absorb instead. On the other one. Wait, why did you target that one first? Oh, it's because the menu pops up on the left when I try to click on the appropriate enemy. Still no chests. Come on, it's only 1 in 16. It's not that rare. Oh, you're out of MP again. Gnome level 5, that's gonna be good for the upcoming bosses in here. Lady hasn't leveled up Lumina yet. Oh no, she did. Somewhere along the way. It's gonna absorb a little bit more matching damage. We're also at a decently high level, and I would guess my search for the chest will result in a lot of money acquired. Oh, there's my chest. That's all I wanted. Okay, I'm going to briefly look up what analyzer level you need for these chests, because this game doesn't tell you. Not really anyways. So let's see. Griffin Hand. Analyzer level 3. It is 3, okay, so 3 is sufficient. So we already have the level we need. And you're out of MP again. Oh, another chest. Wait, I think I picked up the wrong one. What? Griffin Helm? That's the wrong thing. Wait, no, that's the right thing. Oh no, I didn't analyze this one. Okay. I guess that's fair. We got the rare item from the chest and we got the rare trap kill. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that outcome. I say rare trap kill because 7 out of 8 times the Doom Trap I think is gonna just put you to 1 HP rather than kill you. And 1 in 8 times, it just straight up kills you. Which, by the way, I don't know about this version, but at least in the original Seeker of Mana, that damage it kills you with is physical damage, so you can actually just... Where am I? So you can actually just cast Lucid Barrier and absorb that damage with Lucid Barrier, which is kind of funny. So yeah, I got the rare drop for the Griffin helmet, so that's very nice. I mean, that's kind of why I wanted to open up one chest. And it's basically the best helmet for the boy in the entire game. He does give +5 strength and decent defenses. Plus it means we'd have to buy one less helmet for defense purposes, which will save us quite a bit of money. I actually do not have enough money to buy all the armor. So I think I'm just gonna fully equip 2 characters, or try to anyways. Might still not have enough money for that. So I might as well just equip the boy and the sprite, hoping that the lady will just somehow keep herself alive through this. So that's the plan. Or equip the lady and the boy, because the sprite has magic power equipment equipped. Alrighty. Okay, apparently the thing is just northwest of the volcano. The world is square. Finally on your way. Good luck. Indeed. Alrighty. One Vesguard is 65,000. It's a ton of money. And I think I need one more of these and a helmet. So let's see whether we can afford these by selling all the equipment. So we can sell the Lazuri bracelet. Keep the one on the sprite, of course. Sell the old armor of the boy. It's 20,000 back. About 2/3 of the price, not half the price. Okay, we can afford the second Vestguard. Very nice. Don't need the Griffin Crown anymore. Okay. So we have 2 characters fully equipped, which should make this a lot more sensible to try and run through. But before that, I will be taking a break, everybody. Just as a heads up, because my belly is complaining. I should be eating something sometime. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab a snack. And then we tackle the remainder of the game. See what else this stuff has in store for us. Maybe we'll find some more amazing sprites, such as the big owl, the bird. But yeah, I'm just gonna be flying away and take a break to one of my favorite soundtracks in the game. Can I fly up high and switch scenes? I can. Alrighty, be right back everybody. Break time. Alrighty, I'm back. Hello everybody. Hope you're doing well. Let me go ahead and set a stream marker for the late highlighting. And then we go. Lock icon to unlock. Yes, that's the plan. You went and read some more about Throne of Liberty. The game has been in development since 2011. Interesting. Any good? Alright everybody. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Let us continue on the last leg of this playthrough of Secret of Mana, the mobile port, or, well, probably last leg, because Pure Lands can be rather brutal. So let's see whether we survive this plot. Also, I think I need to have the boy, because he has the sword right now. Let's just go through. Don't get clapped, guys. It's very unhealthy. Alrighty, so this boss here is weak to lightning. We didn't really level Sylph much, did we? Well, I guess we'll see. The sprite is decently high level. Actually, no, Thunderbolt level's 5. This should be relatively efficient. Yeah, 500 damage apiece. This thing is not going to survive long, although the sprite does not have good defenses. So that might be an issue, but we'll see. As long as the other guys are tanking for the sprite, we should be okay. I'm intentionally positioning the other characters in front of the sprite because, generally speaking, enemies or bosses always target the closest character. So as long as I have somebody in between the sprite and the boss, we should be good. There we go. Hey XF, welcome, thank you. I hope you're doing well. Mana Fortress slowly making its way to you. You actually don't know if it moves entirely randomly. I don't know that either, actually. I don't know about the precise nature of its movement. Alrighty, welcome to the next boss. This is the Snow Dragon. It appears to be much larger than usual. Or maybe the arena is smaller. One way or another, it appears to be larger. Which is fair. Oh, I didn't absorb MP, so Sprite will need some more MP soon. That's alright. MP for the sprite. Why can I not give MP to the sprite? Here it is. Would you like to build a snowman? Doesn't have to be a snowman. I'm gonna try and control the sprite, that way the spellcasting is less jarring when the camera keeps jumping back and forth. should also pause a little bit before casting the next spell. There it is. Alright, these textures look a little bit questionable. Did that normally look like that? The texture of the rest of the game I actually kind of really like overall. These ones here are a little bit more on the question mark side. Whoa. Did she just take 1 damage from that thing? Save your game, yes please. Alright. Next up, we just keep going. Just keep going. Ignore the Sahagwans. And next we have the big chicken. What are you doing, Sprite? I guess it's not the smartest, not gonna lie. But hey, I would be lying if I could blame everything on you because, you know, I should know that by now. Hey, can actually target it from here. I'm impressed. She took 1 damage from that spell. I guess that makes sense. The thing doesn't have much magic power, and we have 250 plus whatever magic defense from the other equipment pieces. This thing also has less than 3000 HP, so it should be dead very soon. Wait, why are you not taking any damage? Oh, what? I guess I just needed to ask. Hey, you should be taking damage. And then the chicken goes, oh, sorry. Boom. The colors are jarring, then there's water. The water is definitely quite the effect in this game. Okay, back to you. Okay, more dragons coming up. The red one this time is also weak to ice. Wait, I should have absorbed MP. We might have enough anyways, let's see. Yeah, we have enough MP, as long as I don't waste too much. We can cast twice. Okay, that's good. 2 chains is fine, should be max damage. Okay, it's not chaining at all, so I guess I can't overkill. Which is good. Because otherwise I could waste spellcast. Wait, you missed the Sprite? The Sprite has the least amount of defense, dude. And it's done already. This area looks pretty much the same as the SNES version, it seems. Boing. Alright. And we're going to absorb some MP from you. That way we don't have to use fairy walnuts. Excuse me. Next up, more random enemies. Good night, Taco. welcome to the next Gigas enemy. And I keep forgetting that the sprite needs to be on the screen with the thing, not the other way around. Or not me. Alrighty, welcome to Thunder Gigas. He looks pretty buff and mean in this game. I actually kinda like this sprite. Also, might as well just heal everybody while we have time while he's flying around. Can I just target you? No, I can't target you. Which makes sense. And the raid code Dyers, thank you. Thank you so much for 8 months with the Prime thing. Really appreciate it. Welcome back to you, and I'm glad you enjoy your stay. Thunder Saber. I wonder if the elemental damage is fixed in this game. Because in the original game, Thunder Saber doesn't actually deal thunder damage. It just gives you a slight damage boost. Actually at level 5 it's a pretty significant damage boost. Receive the sword orb. The attack was still flying out at the end there. Alright, I respect it. Okay, just one boss remains in here. Or you can just walk past. Okay. Much more convenient. There we go. Just Earth Slide away. Should have absorbed some MP, but we have plenty of fairy walnuts necessary. You confused or something? What are you doing? Why can I not cast spells? Please let me cast spells. Oh! Yaga, please, you just mentioned the MP. Why do you think you can't cast spells? Well, because I'm not close enough to the dragon. I thought the confusion went through from the dragon. That's kind of why I was initially confused. Didn't think about MP. But it's usually the most straightforward reason as to why stuff doesn't work. Don't automatically assume it's a bug. MP0? That doesn't apply to me. Yep. Let's see whether we can use the magic rope here on this screen. We can. Wait, where are we? Okay, that's not the entrance I expected to land on. That's way further back. Huh. That's quite different. Oh my goodness, this is so much further back right now. Normally it just brings you to the beginning of the other screen I was just in, but here it brought me all the way back to the beginning of the section, I suppose. Alright. Oh look, a big tree. I have to admit this doesn't look much like a mana tree, just a big regular tree. It's only the first sprite I don't agree with in the mobile port, I guess. Look, the mana bush. Right. Now see, the power of the mana fortress. Here's the problem. You're fading to white, so I can't see anything. I guess we see the after effects. Although I'm not entirely sure how we managed to get to the mana tree from up there. The mana fortress finally arrived after it inched closer and closer and closer during the break. Nice. Oh yeah, I guess another thing is the weapons don't actually change color or shape. Actually, I'm not sure about the shape. Did I ever try the boomerang? Also, sword power at maximum. Even if you have not picked up any sword orbs up until this point, you would be able to upgrade the sword to the maximum. Level 8, the Dragon Killer, or whatever it's called. Dragon Slayer? This is nuts! Did you just throw nuts in the boy's face? I guess nuts are pretty healthy for you. Mana Fortress controls must be really complicated. I imagine flying a big structure like that would be rather awkward. It's a good point. How much money do we have? I should probably buy armor for the sprite too, huh? Alright, which weapons am I gonna use? Let's just go with the good old reliable sword, maybe? I don't know, well, actually, axe is not nearly as strong. Let me upgrade the boomerang once, just to see whether it will change shape. It does look like a disc. I'm curious whether it will look like a disc if I hold it. Let's actually upgrade the spear already. The lady insists on going into melee combat with the enemies anyways, but she might as well have a decent weapon. Alright, might as well upgrade this. Let's just go with the good old reliable, I suppose. Dragon Buster cannot forge. Not in this game you can't. Alright, wait, it didn't even revive anybody during that entire thing. Impressive. The sprite survived with basically... Oh. Why you do that? Come back. This is inconvenient. Hello? Yeah, I don't know why it closed again. Oh well. We're almost at the end. Just need to get upgraded equipment for the sprite. And then we're good to go. Because at this point the sprite has enough power that the 5 intelligence is less valuable than more survivability. So I'm just gonna go for buying a full set of armor for the sprite as well. Wait, now my phone crashed? Hello? Or the game crashed? Okay, that's a new one. Hold up. Game is really trying to stop me from beating it, huh? Wonder what that happened. It's the first time we crashed. That's significantly less crashes than the original game or the remake. Still a good score. At least it waited until you saved. It also has autosave, so... I think it would be fine either way, I suppose. Even with a minimap, it's difficult to navigate this thing. It's the Mana Fortress taking power from the phone. Taking power through the third dimension. Wait, third dimension? Yeah, this game is normally 2D. I might just say fourth, but third kind of is funnier. Alrighty. Armor for the sprite. Armband for the sprite, and we need to sell stuff in order to afford the remainder. Okay, I guess I'm not gonna use these Ivy amulets. Because at this point, they just have way too little defense compared to what we use. Sell this. Sell your old armor. And sell the duck helm, I guess. And the circlet. Then we buy the needle helm. And that's all we need. Thanks, Neko. Now I need to also equip it because, you know, buying the equipment is not all you need to do. You also need to actually put it on. Which makes sense. But you might be surprised in how many times I've forgotten that in the past. Okay, let's see how awkward it will be, or not awkward, to actually fly to the Mana Fortress. Also, by the way, I'd like to point out that the weapon enchantment has been saved through the save file, which is not part of the original game. It doesn't save weapon enchantments. Oh! It's very generous to fly on there. Thanks, Blue Flammy. Oh my goodness. Immediately cast upon. Welcome to this place. Okay, the Fiend Head just looks orange. Crabs are right here. Wait, that guy spawns? That guy never spawns. Oh, wait, this is... Oh, they made each individual screen individual, didn't they? This is definitely the basis for the remake. Because that's what the remake did as well, and I really don't like it. It's too much interruption. Yeah, this is one of the few negatives I will see. Like, honestly, the port here overall is really good, I will say. Like, it is not a cheap cash grab. There was a lot of effort and, well, stuff put into it, if you will. And while there are certain things that are still kind of janky, that is kind of how the base game is, in a sense. But overall, I'm positively surprised in how well this thing overall plays, I will say. If only I had a controller to connect to the thing. And the energy to actually figure out the controllers. Alright. Secret of Mana nudist percent. You buy one piece of equipment in the nowadays Secret of Mana 1 Play 2 controller speedrun, and that's it. You run with that the entire game. You don't even technically need that either, it just is slightly more efficient for the early game usually. I got freezed. Enemies don't split and multiply nearly as much as they do in the original, which is interesting. Actually, what I'm gonna do, I haven't really had the AI charge up attacks. Level 3 sword is pretty good. Oh my goodness, that looks different. Action pattern? What? Oh, there's entirely different settings for the entire party. I can't individually select where the characters go. So this is the boy far away. Or maybe that's what I needed to do in order for them to properly use their ranged weapon, you know, at a range. Each character attacks a different guy, the lady attacks a different guy, Sprite attacks a different guy, everybody attacks the one guy. It's a bit awkward to scroll through. Okay, that's all of them apparently. Interesting. Attack closest enemy first. Sprite, you will need Undini here. Welcome to the boss. Buffy has a ton of HP and is weak to Lumina, but it's just so much more efficient to cast Freeze instead, because Lumina costs 8 MP, and with one Freeze I deal 274 damage right now. So 4 freezes are way more damage than 1 Lumina would be even at max level. So this is way more cost efficient to cast freeze instead. Energy absorb. How much damage do you take, lady? I don't know. And it's already done. That sprite was pretty much similar to the original. Boing. Okay, I need to absorb some MP from enemies. Don't kill him, guys. 7 MP? Do they have that much magic defense? What? No. Wrong character. I don't know if I can absorb MP from wolves. Okay, they don't have MP to begin with, yeah. No, I can absorb MP from you as long as you don't have your reflect up. It's not much, but it's more than I had before. Alright, let me move, please. Don't know why I can't move. Hello? Move? Alright, we should probably just nuke the werewolves. They could be rather dangerous when they're actually doing stuff instead of just casting spells at themselves. What MP do you have at this point, Sprite? Okay, this is gonna be 31 remaining. Actually 33 remaining because the spell didn't go through. I can easily absorb MP from these tsunamis on the right. As long as we don't get a P absorb from the other thing up there. There should be a tsunami on the bridge, I will guess. The blue guys are called tsunamis. They're not! There's one tsunami missing from this section. Oh well. Heal everybody. And this is the time for Shade to Shine, or Nocturne if you play this game in German. Because we're gonna be spamming a bunch of Dark Force. I think it will take a while until Dark Force will actually deal any reasonable damage, but we'll see. Actually, level 4 might be already good enough. I'm very confused. Wait, what? Does it just chain the animations one after the other? It does, doesn't it? Okay, also level 4 Dark Force is easily sufficient. This thing basically only casts Acid Rain. I think it has a more complex AI pattern than that, but I actually don't know how it works. Alright, yeah, 2 shades are 750 damage. It's gonna be easy enough. Haven't used any fairy walnuts yet. This poor guy also doesn't get to move. Wait, you guys can just walk around outside? That's impressive. Dark Force is the best chainable spell in the game, in your opinion? It's definitely one of the easiest ones. Because it has such a long animation, and it's efficient. As efficient as Freeze. Which is kind of a big deal. I'm gonna cast a third one. Wait, how did the lady get over here? I did not pay attention. I was reading chat in the meantime. How did she manage to get over here? I think I can absorb MP from me. Just can't absorb HP because they're presumably undead. Also, my first Master Ninja, they are Dark Element, I think. So I'm switching back over to Freeze for efficiency. Probably needs to... Oh, they have Reflect? Oh, the boy actually survived. Oh, thank you. I was about to question how to proceed there, but that kind of answers that. You guys are getting more gold. That is not ideal. Not gonna lie. Guys, don't get murdered. It's not a good idea. What did I just say? Come on, boy. Alright. You need to revive him. Actually, I guess you don't need to, but it's sensible to do so. I like how it still targeted the boy, even though he was not available to target at the beginning of when I started the spellcaster. Okay. Let's get through. Oh, there's a little animation whenever they hit into the Loosened beam shield. That's kinda neat. Oh, Fiend Head is still alive. These things have so much HP, even if they don't have much defense. Not just so far. Shame. It's gonna knock out the Terminator. Okay, there's no werewolf because all the other enemies spawned in the room. Oh yeah, I never actually equipped the boomerang. Oh, Sprite entirely out of MP? Nope, we have 1 MP remaining. Okay, I should have paid more attention to that. I think I cannot absorb MP from these guys, but they can spawn the Darkstalkers to absorb MP from. That was a lot of damage, boy. Can you do that again? I guess he was charging up his weapon. And crit. There's a Terminator. Nice. Getting my MP back. Don't kill the crab, guys. I can absorb the MP from this thing as well. Okay, I think I should have basically my maximum MP back. Ooh, a chest. I think I need a really high analyzer level for these ones, don't I? Terminator chest is... yeah, level 7 analyzer. I'm not even close. So it's a 50-50 chance for this to be a trap instead. Let's see. It's a trap. That's alright. Still alive. But hey, we got 1 chest. I'm happy with that. Terminator, Wolflord, and Master Ninja chest are technically the most useful ones, because all of these give like equipment for the sprite that increases magic power. So a bit of a shame that we didn't get that one. But that's alright still. Should I absorb MP from this guy? Alright, need the boy to whack through these weird pegs. Heal everybody before the sprite gets knocked out. That guy was just standing there. Level 51 Taco. With 420 HP. Alright, I think that's an excellent set of numbers. So once these guys let me through, we'll just go. They are resistant to freeze, but I think level 7 freeze. Oh no, actually it doesn't deal that much damage. Alright, let's go. Okay, I'm curious whether they touched up the Dark Lich sprite or took the one maybe from Trials of Mana, aka Seiken Densetsu 3. She trained all her life for this. Walking up to Thanatos' face and throwing the spear in his face. Which is fair. Oh, that's just a good old sprite. He just dived down immediately. We did it. Guys, I would prefer if you didn't stand over there, but... You know, not a whole lot I can do about that. There's no option to make the AI passive, I don't think. Level 8 Undine. We might actually get to see a level 8 spellcast if we're lucky. Or unlucky, depends on your definition. The classic combo. The lady is keeping everybody alive, the sprite is just pelting the enemy with spells, and the boy is staring at them in the wrong direction. Oh. And occasionally giving the sprite a fairy one-up because they are very tasty. The sprite eats all the energy they can get. Oh, the lady's also out of MP. You can feed her a fairy one or two. You know, I just realized I never leveled up Dryad spells. Might have been a mistake. Ooh, there's the fancy level 8 animation. And they didn't freeze the gameplay. That's kinda nice. I'm actually curious how much HP it has remaining. You might not even be able to see the number. Oh, no, it's about dead. Yes, 27,000 monies. Neat. Zero mana challenge run, AI attacks only. Am I allowed to use targeting option to direct the AI? 27,000 GP you can never spend. Yes, okay. Am I allowed to use the minor glitch where AI is still charging while there is no target available? Level 51. Alrighty, I'm going to be curious on how this is going to work out, because I didn't even consider the part where I may want to level up Dryad spells. Speaking of spells, alrighty, what do we need? I do need the mana spells for the lady. You can't cast it here? Why not? That's weird. I don't need MP Absorb anymore. So I guess it's gonna be the mana spell for this, right? The rest are just spells for the lady. I could use the Drain, I guess. One guaranteed crit for you. Just one. I wonder whether it's gonna be... So this thing costs 4 MP. I wonder whether it's going to be more efficient for me to just heal up the damage we receive. We'll see. Look, my favorite music. Alright, let's go. Ooh, that's a flighted animation there from the Mana Beast. And it doesn't even interrupt while we're casting the Mana Sword spell. Revive the Mana Sword. Just one star. Oh, it actually does have a different color. That's kinda neat. I'm gonna actually have the boy attack by on his own volition. Ooh. I have to admit, I actually really like these animations. But why did you take damage, boy? That doesn't make much sense. Oh, and his magic faded. As you would expect. Alright. Cast Mana Magic. Wait, I actually just realized the boy needs to do regular attacks. Not what I meant to do. Come on, give me your menu. Come on, give me your menu. Oh my goodness. The animation takes forever. And in the meantime, the Mana Beast is already here. I need the boy to not charge up his attacks. I need him to just attack. I'm gonna be controlling the lady. Try to keep her out of harm's way. 28 damage! Wait, that's not good. How much do you do with Crit Boy? Maybe. What? Yes, thank you, phone. It's time to have dinner. Maybe I do want him to charge up to level 1. Here's 50% more damage. Listen here. The sword literally can't miss. Oh, that's also with the remake cut. You can't target allies that are getting hit by spells from. Which is really annoying. Well, this might be a bit trickier than I expected it to be. Here we get a crit. I might not have enough resources at this stage. Oh, maybe the Mana Sword already ran out earlier. I guess it's entirely possible. I wonder did I cancel the damage? I did! You can do that. That thing is flying in way quicker than usual. Alright, we're not going to use Lucid Barrier. I think healing up is just more efficient. So instead we're going to occasionally use Moon Energy, which I also of course didn't level up, so we just get 1 crit out of it. There's the Mana Sword back. Oh boy. No, don't hit him, that's a mean. That's a mean. That's not the nice. What MP do you have, lady? 25, and we do have most fairy walnuts remaining, if not all of them. Oh boy. I hate that I can't target the boy during this in order to buff him. It irked me a lot in the remake, it irks me a lot here. And you can't target him while he's getting Lucent Beamed either. Why does the Mana Sword miss? It literally can't miss in the original game. Is this a thing in the remake? Where it can just, you know, miss? And yes, this is the last fight in the game. I'm actually gonna have the boy charge up all the way instead. Which is level 3. $317 damage. Okay, this should be max damage. If you stop targeting him all the time. What the heck? I mean, he is the main target, I'm not gonna lie. That is the correct way to try and hit us. But it's also very inconvenient. Good names for the characters would be Mario, Peach, and Luigi. The little one is Mario. Peach is the one that whacks everybody. And Luigi is an excellent support, so that makes sense. I'm gonna try and stand in the center, so hopefully the lady gets hit instead of the boy. She did in fact get hit. There is a crit. No, stop hitting him. I'm trying to tank, but it doesn't let me. Why? It doesn't help that it loves to just spam Lucent Beams sometimes, and in this port especially, it's a lot of spamming Lucent Beams. In case you're curious, you can't use Reflect here because the Mana Beast will just target you with Dispel Magic. If you do. I mean, you can use Reflect. Mana Beast is just gonna remove it. Too late. You know what? I should probably manually control the boy in hindsight. I just figured the AI is actually better at hitting and releasing the attacks whenever the attack is ready, but he's just standing the exact wrong spot. And he's going to get hit every time. Ah. Give me control, buddy. Boy, that was a quick attack. Okay, she's out of MP. But we do have Fairy One, that's plenty. So we should be fine. Just gonna cast this to hit after the attack hits. So we're gonna get back to full MP. HP. And then buff the boy. Begin charging up. Or try to anyways. Wait, where's my guaranteed crit, dude? What? Please let me cast a spell. Why can he not cast a spell? Because she was attacking. That's why. Oh, my mana sword is already gone. Oh. Jeez. I do like the more aggressive nature of this fight. Like, the faster movement is actually quite fun to just observe. Let's see whether level 2 charge attack will do the trick. Mana Beast gets whacked. And my Magic Fate. Okay, level 2 is sufficient. Good to know. I assume I can only get 2 attacks in at a time anyways. You need to heal yourself, lady. Actually, just heal everybody. This is why you need to level up your mana magic. Or Dryad magic. It basically, the sword can last anywhere from like 3 seconds to 15 seconds at level 1 or something like that. I actually don't know the exact numbers, but it sure feels like 5 seconds sometimes. That 5 seconds can be during the cutscene. Okay, the mana magic leveled up, that's kinda good. That's my crit. You cheated me out of my crit. Are you gonna heal yourself or are you gonna die first? Okay, you would have died first. I think I have to cast a crit afterwards, actually. After I unleash the mana sword. Right, I need to wait. I think I just missed again. At least I technically get 2 crits now. And my mana magic is gone. At least casting mana magic only costs 1 MP at a time. Now, we actually have Triad level 1, which means it basically doubles the duration. Theoretically. Ow. I still have the blue sword. Theoretically. Are you out of MP? No, you just healed, I guess. Something. Alright, 1 crit. Now that the mana sword lasts a little bit longer, this is probably a little bit more reasonable. Okay, it actually does just about enough for 2 crits. I'm good on that. Actually, no. Just wait. Welcome to Nicolenium. I hope you're doing well. Sorry, I can't really properly read chat during this. What? Are you getting hit or what? Oh, the sprite is out of MP. Uh-oh. How much MP does the lady have? 14! Ooh. I think we're cutting this pretty close, guys. And what I'm gonna do here, so I'm going to Dispel Magic this thing. We're gonna be healing with items now. Okay, but it is, well, having to recast wall on itself. I can charge up my weapon a bunch more. Ow. Not target yet. Come on. Let me target you. And the sword is gone. Sprite can't cast spells. And the sword is technically back, I guess. Oh dear. Sprite could use a bit of healing. The lady can also use a candy. Just gonna let the boy get hit and heal the other two. Oh, we got him! Oh my goodness. I was really worried there that we're not even halfway through. Squeeze. GG. Oh boy, thanks everyone. I'm just gonna watch the ending cuts here on the properly big screen instead. Been hunched over it now the entire time. Oh boy. That was really close on the resources in the end. I didn't expect the sprites to run out of MP. I thought, oh, I have an extra fairy walnut for the lady, so I can just keep healing. Nope. Now do a 100.99% run? Not on this game. Next year. Actually, next year probably just gonna be a regular 100% run. Or a glitched one, who knows. But yeah, if I leveled up my secondary weapons properly, by the way, the boy could have just swung for 999 damage, but I didn't even think about that. I didn't think about the part where I probably didn't have secondary weapons at a decent level. Because the mana magic actually gains bonus attack power based on your other weapons level ups. So for each 0. something, like 0.99 gives you 99 extra attack power. I actually don't know the exact number, but it's basically 99. And each full level of a weapon that is not the sword, actually, the sword might count as well. Either way, each full level of a weapon also gives you plus 25 attack power. So 0.99 is way better than 1.0 by almost a factor of 4. So in the glitchless speedrun, what you do is you level up a bunch of weapons, close to but not quite to level 1, and that's all you need in order to just guarantee basically like 900 plus damage at a time. Speaking of, you did get the game up to the point where you could test the question you had if you're interested in the results. Sure, why not? Sounds interesting. No, shut up, phone. Not now. Lock screen's usually fine, but not in this case. An ancient cave random run for next year, that is. Right. Localization. Localization? Nobody did localizing? Wait, am I missing something? Or did the names already zip by? Genevieve. You can confirm that you're thinking of the game giving random skill points at 8+ does not work with all 8 weapons at 9, but did work for at least a little before you raised all the weapons to level 9. Curious, in which instances did it grant extra random stuff? You did okay, thank you. You got 12 skill points on 2 different weapons while you were farming your last 2 weapon orbs. Were your characters high enough level to always overlevel the enemies? Actually, if it was the last 2 weapon orbs, probably. So basically you got, I assume on 8.00 weapons or higher, you got 12 skill points on enemies at a lower level. The Cannon Brothers. Quality assurance. Nobody showed up. Or is it implied that the Cannon Brothers did the quality assurance? They actually did okay. You were cheating so your characters were level 99 before passing. Okay, that's fair. Are the Cannon Brothers canon? Yes, canon actually does appear in Trials of Mana, which presumably probably plays before Secret of Mana, if it's like a similar world or concept, because that is when the canon trial was just about invented. Mana Sword to 8.04 and Whip to 8.08. What about the third weapon? Which made it to 8 during the farm. Couldn't it be that you in that case shared experience from the spear? Although I guess once the spear is past level 6, I wouldn't expect it to share experience, but I suppose it might be the culprit there. Is Bon Voyage a Cannon Brother? Yes, absolutely. Are the Cannon Brothers quality testers for the canon? Maybe. It just feels like there's a bunch of names just straight up missing from the various areas where they either forgot to put them in or decided to take them out or something. Interesting. Thank you, Orakant. That is quite fascinating. So here's a wild idea on how you might have gotten weapon experience. You know how the grey slimes sometimes just disappear themselves? The grey slimes sometimes try to duplicate, but they spawn an enemy and then just disappear themselves because another enemy just comes into range. What if that counts as the grey slime defeating itself, and thus an enemy was defeated without you being higher level than the enemy, at least the one dealing the killing blow, and so you got the weapon experience for it? Which happens very rarely, but you know, if you run through the Mana Fortress a bunch of times for farming, it might happen occasionally. Which is kind of the wild idea I had. Okay, this is the last lock screen, hopefully. The more mana games, the weirder the timeline. Yeah, I don't think it's supposed to be a line for the time. It's more of a similar worlds experiencing stories as well. Alright, we got a full moon. I don't know if this is randomized, but considering the little blip behind the moon, chances are decent this is still using the same old. We get an O face, I guess. Alrighty, everybody. That's Secret of Mana, the mobile port. Oh, apparently clicking on the screen accidentally closes that last screen. That's a shame. Where does my last Odyssey put me? Oh, just before the Mana Beast. I am good. I'm good. Bye. Alrighty, everybody. I think that's it from me for today. It's been a lot of being hunched over, so I need to stretch, I need to get up and walk around for a while. And that's that. I hope you enjoyed the journey through Secret of Mana, the mobile port from 2009, which honestly is surprisingly good. I still prefer the SNES version, presumably, but this was really not bad. Sure, it has its flaws still, and the UI is a little bit awkward at times. Plus, I recommend the controller. But yeah, it wasn't too bad. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for listening and for lurking. I hope you enjoyed your stay. I hope you enjoyed being around, and well, hopefully until next time. Take care and have a good night.